What's up everyone? We are back with another 5-project CNC video, and first up we're going to start with this really cool dice roller. We're going to start with an 1/8 inch downcut bit to cut the holes for the magnets, and then for the sake of not changing the bit, we'll use the same one to cut the profiles. These pieces get magnets as well, so we're going to use the same bit again. Then we switch to a 1/4 inch bit to cut the slots and the profile.
And then to glue this stuff together, I used a little bit of Titebond CA glue and then a little bit of Quick and Thick for strength. I just super glued the magnets in, but also double checked that they're the correct way.
So this dice tower took about 15 minutes to cut on the CNC. We used 1/4 inch walnut for the base and 1/2 inch for the top, along with some 1/4 inch pieces on the inside for the fall. There's little magnets on it that hold the base on and also keep it stored nicely. My favorite effect is the waterfall effect it has when you drop the dice in.
For all these cuts, we're using the onefinity Masso Elite. This is the Foreman series with the Pone spindle. And the next item on the list are these cool little dog lamps. You could make multiple different animals if you really wanted. I'll probably come out with a few different types. And our files come with a couple different types of ears and a different tail. This one's made from walnut, covered in tung oil. And this one is white oak with Osmo white. We're gonna go ahead and cut all the 1/4 inch pieces and 1/2 inch pieces with this 1/8 inch down cut. And this is the only section that gets glue, and then just double check that all the pieces look correct. There's a lot of ways you could glue together the head, but adding miters with my joiner was the fastest and easiest route. Then a little bit more Titebond, and I'm just going to use tape as a clamp. The entire thing is screwed together with these threaded inserts, which allows it a little bit of mobility. So this took about 15 minutes to cut. I used 1/2 inch pieces for the body and legs, and then 1/4 inch pieces for the head and the ears. And you can see it's just got a little lamp in there. This would make a super cool gift for a kid or even a project with your kids. Let them paint it and do whatever they want.
So the third item we have are these little keepsake boxes. Each of these took about 10 minutes to cut. You can engrave little designs on them or whatever. We have all different sizes. This one's for like pencils. Got a couple different business card sizes. And you can just put some jewelry in them or whatever. They make nice little gifts. We have little magnets in them that help hold the tops on. We used a 3/4 inch straight bit for the cavity on this one, but you could use a bowl bit for a rounded effect. Then we used a 1/4 inch down cut to clean up the corners. We also used it for a cleanup pass on the bottom of the trays. Unfortunately, the offset cut pattern left a little whiplash chatter, but changing this to a raster toolpath would have eliminated these marks. We used the same bit to cut the profiles, and finally an 1/8 inch bit for the magnets. The possibilities with these are endless. You can customize them many different ways with sizes and engraving or lasering different designs on the front. I think these would sell really good at like a fair or market. We have a bunch of different shapes, and I like that there's the magnets to help really hold them together.
And the next one, these are pretty simple but little toaster tongs. I like to use these for Cheetos. If you're chopstick illiterate, these are the key to life. I also saw Hamilton, he has a similar design to these. He puts a little magnet on them and keeps them right on the toaster. I cut 3 of these in 8 minutes, super easy, great gifts. You could even put people's initials on them or whatever you want. And for the tongs, we're gonna use a 1/4 inch down cut. So these don't use up much wood. You could cut a ton of these out of a bunch of scraps. I cut 3 of them in 8 minutes. This one I used about 3/4 inch wood, and it's a little harder to squeeze. This one's like 1/2 inch wood, and it's a little easier to squeeze. I just think these are great little gifts. You could sell 3 for 12 bucks or whatever you think they're worth. They require pretty much no prep work. Just a little bit of sanding to get them smooth, slap tongue oil on them, and you're good to go. I'm telling you guys, try it.
So the next item on the list are these wooden colanders. What I like about this design is that it's got a little lip so you can put them on your pots to strain your water. We used about 3/4 inch wood for these. They took about 10 minutes each on the CNC. To remove all of the material, we used a 3/4 inch straight bit. Then we switched over to an 1/8 inch down cut to cut the slots in the outside toolpath.
And that's all 5 projects, guys, but we have a bonus item for you every time we kind of revamp one of the popular items from the last video. And in the last video, utensils were popular. So I made these ones, no 3Ds needed, 100%. I used a bull bit for the inside. I think I cut 2 of them in 12 minutes, and then it's just a bunch of shaping and sanding. But you can easily customize these. These make great gifts for like weddings or cookouts or whatever. Show up with a couple of these, give them with their names on them, everyone's happy. And we also threw in this little baby butter knife and a few different shapes. I used a 3/4 inch bull bit and a fluting tool path to create the slant for the spatula. And the same bit with a pocket tool bath for the spoonula and spoon. Then for the finishing touches and profiles, I used a 1/4 inch down cut. I made like 3 versions of this butter knife, and this one was way too big.
And that's the end of our video, guys. We hope we inspired you to create some cool projects. And if you want to check out any of these files, they're available to buy on our website. If you have Vectric, they include the carved files as well.
Also, everything we use in this video will be linked down in the description along with all of our CNC bits and such like that. And all of our CNC files come with a set of plans and a PDF to help you get started as fast as possible.
Good day.
Good day. Good enough. All right, now we gotta get...
The end?
Yeah.
You're not saying the other part though first?
No.
Oh. And that's the end of our video, guys. What was I saying? What are the words you used?
If you used a really figured piece of wood, you can really bring it to the next level.
Bring it to the next level.
Who cares?
Do I have to say that part?
You can say whatever you want. Just like, you do